Undutiful grandchild Harry set in stone never turn back ignoring unwell Clement Queen pardoned. Buckingham Palace announced on Tuesday the Queen would not attend the summit upon advice from her doctors to slow down. Her Majesty underwent preliminary tests in hospital last week after she pulled out from a visit to Northern Ireland. Since her brief stay in the hospital, the Queen has been under instructions to rest by her doctor. The health scare did raise questions of how busy the Queen's schedule is lately. Royal expert Dickie Arbiter hit back at claims that the Queen should abdicate on GMB, saying, "There are something like 30,000 people taking part. Kevin says she's 95, she should step back." No, she shouldn't step back. She committed herself in 1947, she committed herself to God in the coronation. She will carry on until she draws her last breath. It has been announced recently that the Queen will be accompanied on her engagements from now on by either her children or grandchildren. Since coming home from her annual summer retreat in Balmoral, the Queen has undertaken engagements in Scotland, England, and Wales. Some call for younger royals to pull their weight, taking pressure off Her Majesty. The move comes after the Queen announced she was cancelling a state visit to Northern Ireland after she was advised to rest by doctors. This will avoid the public being let down at the last minute should there be any issues with the Queen's health that prevent her from attending. So far this year, she has undertaken 5 public engagements without another member of the royal family and 12 with her children or grandchildren. The Queen is being called on to slow down and rest in preparation for her Platinum Jubilee next year. Following the Queen's recent night in hospital for precautionary measures and the announcement she won't attend the COP26 conference in Glasgow, there are mounting fears for her health among members of the British public. Prince Harry is known to be extremely fond of his grandmother but hasn't seen much of her since relocating to the US with his wife Meghan Markle last year. At 95 years old, the Queen is the longest-serving monarch in British history, and while her recent health scare is a stark reminder of her advancing age, the palace has been keen to reassure the public that she remains well and in good spirits. Taking to Twitter following news of the Queen's COP26 cancellation, fans urged the monarch to rest, and wished her a speedy recovery. Kimberly Ann said, "Such a beautiful family. I truly hope Harry flies back to see his grandmother, the Queen, and the family. She is slowing down. He will regret it. I loved the commercial they did together. God bless you all." Social media users who feared the worst for the Queen were quickly rubbished by fans arguing she is resilient as ever and simply needs to rest. Twitter user Paul Leonard said, "On social media there's talk the Queen is at death's door. At 95, Her Majesty looks superb and puts to shame a lot of people who are a lot younger." While Samantha Smith chimed in, "Why are people suggesting the Queen is on death's door?" Last week, she attended Welsh Parliament, was at Westminster Abbey, held a reception at Windsor Castle and met with New Zealand's Governor-General. She's 95, of course, she needs a few days rest. Doesn't mean she's dying. Tension has been flaring in the royals since Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's departure from royal duties. During an interview with Oprah in March, the Sussexes lifted the lid on their time as senior royals and made a string of damning allegations against the firm. Following the death of her husband, Prince Philip in April, some have urged the Queen to slow down. One royal expert claimed if the Duke of Edinburgh had still been alive, he would have been the first to advise her to take it easy. Prince Harry has not been back to the UK since July when he returned to unveil a new statue of his mother Princess Diana at Kensington Palace. There are hopes he and Meghan could return to the UK as a family unit with their children Lilibet and Archie for the Queen's Jubilee celebrations next spring.